Now let's take a look at eyes. We're going to be using eyeshadows, liners, curlers and mascara to achieve some really fantastic looks. Now I'm going to show you some basic ideas to pluck and define your eyebrows. This is going to help frame your eyes and frame your whole face. When you're plucking eyebrows, remember the best thing to do is to pluck only underneath the eyebrow area and not above. When plucking the hairs, grab the hair firmly between the tweezers and pull very quickly the way the hair is growing. Now, to shape your eyebrows, 3 things to remember to keep them nice and in shape is if you line, the front should be in line with the nose, end of the nose, and then use the tweezers or another brush to line diagonally from your nose, and where it finishes, this is where the end of the eyebrow should finish. Just here. That will give the correct length and starting point. Now diagonally from the end of the nose, between the 2 points in line with your eye, here, is where your arch should be. The best thing to remember when plucking your eyebrows is to keep the same shape as your natural eyebrow shape. Then you can't go wrong. Next, I'm going to show you how to define your eyes. Now you can use a cream, a pencil or a gel. Any formula is fine depending on which one suits you best. In this case, I'm going to use a pencil. And we're just going to fill in any little gaps. So if you just comb through your eyebrows in an upward motion, and again, if there's any stray hairs that fall out after brushing, then these are the ones that you can also pluck. Just warm the pencil slightly on your hand to get rid of any sharp edges and to soften. And in little feathery strokes, just colour in any odd gaps. If you pluck your eyebrows too short, you can also extend the line slightly to make sure you've got a correct. And then just comb through once more to make that soft, natural looking finish. And like with all of these techniques, if you keep to the natural shape of your face, then you're always going to get a natural looking finish. Now we're going to be moving on to eyeshadows. There are thousands of different ways and colours and varieties that you can do with this, so really experiment. Using a medium or large eyeshadow brush, first we'll start by applying highlighter under the brow. Depending on the look you want to achieve, you can also add highlighter to the lid area as well, and then blend well down towards the upper lashes. Use a smaller brush to shade the darker colour. If you are only using one colour, use a medium-sized brush to sweep the colour across the whole area. Depending on the look you want to achieve, you can also begin to shade the area, sweep across the crease of the eyelid, following the natural shape of your eye. Now blend in sweeping across the area where the two colours meet and soften the edges. Now I'm going to show you some eyeliner basics, simple tips to achieve different looks. Obviously, like any eye makeup, you can experiment and work with what's best for you. What I'm going to try now is a basic rule. If you've got small to medium eyes, you should only use eyeliner halfway on the bottom lash and halfway on the top lash. And if you've got bigger eyes, you can line all the way across top and bottom lash. Again, these are just guidelines or tips. You can experiment and see which is best for you. I'm going to use two different colours to show two different effects. And the main thing again to remember is blending. Close your eyes for me. There, that hasn't been blended, but that's just shaped and framed the eye nicely. Now with a small eyeshadow brush, just gently blend in, and this will give a lovely natural look. If you're going for an evening look, you can leave it as it is. But for a softer, maybe daytime look, you can blend in the edges, making it smooth. A different type of look, instead of going for a harsh black for a daytime look, go for the brown on light skin and blue eyes. Again, both looks have been blended well, but here we've got more of a nighttime look and this is more of a daytime look. But either one you can use, again, depending on your skin colouring, depending on your eye colours, and depending on what really suits you best. Curl the lashes, getting a grip towards the root of the lash and gently squeeze together and hold for a couple of seconds. It's really going to open up the eye area, making you look wide awake. The last stage in the eye makeup is mascara. For lengthening, volume and curls, this is a perfect way to frame and finish your eyes. When applying mascara to the lower lashes, look slightly up. When applying mascara to the upper lashes, look slightly down. It lengthens and separates and volumizes the eyelashes. Using a mascara comb, sweep through the coat of mascara, getting rid of any clumps and making them smooth and separated. There, your perfect finished eyes.